Weird things teachers made students do. One day in 6th grade, this kid got to his math class before everybody else. It was just him and the teacher for a few minutes, and he was kind of anxious. So he was sitting there kind of jittery, but minding his own business. The teacher then noticed he was jittery, and this is what she did. "Hi, I want you to stand up right now, please." Okay. Now I want you to dance. Just dance right there in your spot. Just dance." "What do you mean?" "Start dancing." "Can you at least put some music on or something for me?" "No." And so he stood there and he was dancing. He had no idea why he was doing this, but students were walking down the hall looking at him so weird. What the heck? "Can I please stop dancing now?" "No!" And then finally the bell rang. "Okay, now you can stop." "Thanks." He told his parents what happened and they were super pissed. His mom went to the school the next day and chewed this teacher out in front of the principal. The craziest things that happened at school. This one high school had a problem with cheating. Tons of kids were cheating on every single test that was taken. So, in an effort to stop cheating, this is what the school did. They would have somebody come in from the school administration every day that there was a test. Before the test would begin, he would walk around the classroom and collect every single person's phone. And after the test, the phones would be given back. For the first few months, things were going great. Nobody was cheating, the method was working. Well, one day, every single class was having a test. So the man comes in and collects everybody's phones. "Thank you, I'll take that. I will take that, thank you so much. I will take this, thank you very much." After all the tests were done, the classes were waiting for the man to give their phones back. But he was nowhere to be seen. Turns out, the person that did this heard about what the school was doing. So he randomly went in, took everyone's phone, and left. That day, he stole almost every single student in the school's cell phone. He was never caught. This woman had been dating this guy for a few months, and the first time she stayed over at his house, she wanted to take a shower in the morning, but she noticed there wasn't any towels in the bathroom.
"Steven?
"Yeah, what's up?"
There's no towels in here. Can I have a towel, please?"
"Oh, yeah, sure, 1 second. Here."
Thanks.
She noticed that the towel he gave her was obviously super dirty, and it smelled horribly.
Steven!
"Yeah, what's up?"
Can I have a clean towel, please? This one's dirty.
"What do you mean? No, that's clean."
It's definitely dirty. It's fine, though. Just get me a new towel.
"Okay, fine. Here."
Thank you. Dude, this one's dirty, too. Did you wash these?
"What are you talking about? You don't need to wash towels. Every time you shower, they clean themselves because they're getting wet. It's like the same thing as a washing machine."
So you never wash your towels?
"Never. My mom did the same thing."
What? That is nasty. That is nasty. This is not gonna work. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go shower at my own place.
"Okay, have a good day. Smells fine." This lady thinks she did nothing wrong. Her husband has been working very hard at his job, and he finally got a huge promotion, and she's so proud of him. Her husband's parents are super proud too, and they wanted to take everyone out to dinner to celebrate. Well, there's this prime rib place that her husband absolutely loves, so that's what he chose. But the thing is, this lady says she's not a big fan of steak. She'll eat it, but very rarely. She said she prefers chicken or fish. Well, it was the night of the dinner, and she looked up the menu before leaving. The place only had 1 fish entree and 2 chicken entrees, and none of them sounded good to her. So she asked him,
"Hey, I was thinking maybe you can pick a different place so that, all of us can eat."
"We never go to this place. It's my favorite. Can't you just ask the server to prepare the food in a way you like?"
I don't want to annoy the servers and the kitchen staff.
"Well, how about you order a dessert while we all eat our entrees, and then after dinner, I'll take you to some place that you like."
No, I'm just gonna stay home. You go.
"Can you please just deal with it and go? I want to celebrate with everyone that I love."
I'm not going, I'm sorry. But you and the kids should leave now. I don't want you to be late.
So her husband and the kids left, but they came back only 30 minutes later with bags of packaged food. She asked them why they were back so soon. He said he felt weird about her not going to the restaurant, so he ordered the food to go and just talked to his parents in the parking lot for a little bit. He was very sad, and he went to bed a little angry. She thinks she did nothing wrong. I think she was being incredibly selfish. How about you? Craziest things found in fast food. A lady from Virginia was eating McDonald's with her son. They were having a great time, snacking on some chicken, and as she was about to take another bite, her son screams, "Don't eat that!" And when she looks down, she sees that there's a severed chicken head in her food. Completely disturbed, she calls McDonald's. Well, McDonald's offers to give her 2 weeks of free meals. She politely declined, and then she sued McDonald's for $100,000. Secrets people are taking to the grave. When this guy was a kid, he went to the Family Dollar with his mom and a few of his cousins. They went off to do their own thing, and he was in the toy aisle. He started flinging marbles across the floor. He stopped, and then 2 minutes later, he hears a crash and a woman scream, "Somebody help this man!" He went to go check it out. When he got to where the commotion was coming from, he saw a group of people standing around a man who had fallen off of a ladder. He was seizing, and there was blood everywhere. His mom then whisked him and his cousins away, and they left the store. Well, the next time they were at the Family Dollar, they asked one of the cashiers what had happened.
Hi, yeah, so my son and I were in here a few weeks ago. What happened to that man who fell down? When he fell off the ladder, he hit his head, and sadly he passed away. Oh my god, how did he fall? We found out later that he had accidentally set his ladder on top of a marble, made the whole thing a bit wobbly, and he fell off. It's crazy. If that marble wasn't there, he would be alive today.
Black markets kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. This one's kind of different. Listen up. He told me that in 9th grade, him and 2 of his friends started to throw parties. They would find someone's house to do it at first, and then they would begin planning. At the start of this, they would charge $10 for a wristband, and if you showed up to the party with a wristband, you would get in. Now, the bracelet that they gave out had a symbol written on it that could only be seen under a black light, and at every party, it was a different symbol. They did this so people couldn't go out and buy their own wristbands. Genius. The party started going crazy. They then upped their prices to $20 per wristband, and then $40, and then they hired their friend to DJ the parties. They were making bank. And if the parties ever got too crazy, they would call the cops on their own party. And because it wasn't their own house, they would just leave. That's some shady stuff, but he told me that they made a ton of money. The craziest things people gave to Goodwill. Welcome to Goodwill, how can I help you? Hi, yes, I want to donate this box of stuff, please. Of course, yeah, we can just, we'll get this all sorted away for you, and then... Damn, she's quick. Well, later that day, they were going through the box of stuff she donated. It was mostly normal stuff, but there was one thing in it that was super weird. Yo, what the heck? Steven, come here. Hey, yo, what's up, Sync? Look at this. Yo, dude, this is someone's ashes. It was somebody's ashes. A cremated person. And on the box, it said Gregory. I think that lady gave her dead husband to us. When something like this happens, they call corporate, and they're supposed to send someone to take care of it. Well, no one came, and days passed. They ended up putting Gregory on a shelf in the office. Gregory has become a part of the work family. Whenever there's a new employee, the first thing they do is introduce them to Greg. Whenever something strange happens in the store, they blame it on Greg. He says they all truly love Greg. That's crazy. Harmless but funny ways to mess with people. The next time you go into an elevator, don't turn around. Just walk to the back wall and stay there. The next time you're having a conversation with somebody, look at their chin the entire time. So anyway, my earlobe was really kind of feeling weird, and then I called the doctor and he told me that, what are you looking at? What is going on? What do you mean? I'm looking at your eyes. Anyway, back to your earlobe. No, you're not, man. You're looking at my chin or something. What's going on? I'm looking at your eyes, idiot. What happened with your earlobe? And then just keep doing that until they get very mad. It'll probably be walk into a butcher shop and do this. Hey, what can I do for you? Yeah, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but can I take 2 pounds of the most human-tasting meat that you have? I don't know what you mean. Like a meat you have that tastes close to human? I don't know. Are you f***ing with me? You know what? I'll just take pastrami. That'll be fine. And last but not least, the next time you're sitting in a porta potty or a one-toilet bathroom and someone knocks, just tell them to come on in. They probably won't, but they'll be super uncomfortable. This guy's boss is the worst. The guy who shared this story is an older man, and he worked in a warehouse. Well, his boss made this rule. Employees could only have 20 minutes of bathroom breaks a week. That's 4 minutes a day. Well, this man thought it was ridiculous, so he went to talk to his supervisor, who, keep in mind, was much younger than him. I wanted to talk to you about the bathroom rule. I was wondering if I could have an exception. I can't do that, I'm sorry. You realize I'm an older man, right? It takes me longer to go to the bathroom. I really don't want to talk about this right now. I can't change the rule, so I don't know what to say. I don't want to talk about this right now. Do you want me to write you up? Have a good life. I quit. Fine, go. Well, as he was walking out, about 10 of his coworkers asked him what happened. When he told them, they were super mad, and they walked out with him. A couple minutes later, alrighty guys, we have 2 hours left in the day. I hope we're making progress. Where is everyone? About half the staff walked out with Carl. I think they all quit. Oh my god, I'm screwed. She explained the situation to her bosses, and they weren't happy with her. She was fired, and all the other guys got their job back. Oh, and the bathroom rule? Yeah, they changed that. Black markets kids ran in their schools, a follower submission. When this kid was in 5th grade, he started a business. A snack selling business. He bought a bunch of stuff from Costco. Candies, chips, juice, anything that was popular at that moment. And the second he started selling at school, business was immediately booming. He was selling out every single day. Well, one day he came to school ready to get his business on to make some money, but he realized business was abnormally slow. And that's when he found out that there was another group of kids who also started the same exact business. Well, he wasn't gonna let this fly. So he made himself some business cards and started having bundles with deals that kids could purchase. He hired 4 employees, 1 in his grade, 1 in 6th grade, 1 in 7th grade, and 1 in 8th grade, and they were paid every single Friday. They had 5 lockers, 1 for each person in each grade, and each one of those lockers were stuffed to the brim with candy and snacks. He's in 8th grade now, and he's still going. In total, he made $7,200. This babysitter is so mad. This person is 20 years old, and she's a babysitter. One night, she was babysitting this one family's kids while the parents went out. The mom left money on the counter for them to order pizzas and breadsticks. The pizza and the breadsticks were delivered, they all ate, she had a few slices, and that was that. When the parents came home that night, they asked her how it went. Hi, okay, so how did everything go? I hope they didn't give you too much trouble. Everything went perfect. The kids were well behaved. That pizza place, though, was so good. I've never gotten food from there before. What? When she said that about the pizza, the mom got puzzled. She then asked, why did you eat the kids' dinner? I only had 2 slices and a breadstick. I think that's okay, right? No, not really okay. I didn't expect to have to feed you as well. Don't eat our family's food, please. Okay, have a good night. What? She was so mad because both the kids were fed. There were even leftovers, so why was this such a big deal? Those parents are whack. This kid was so petty for this. The person that shared this story said that when he was in 5th grade, him and his best friend were super tight. They did everything together. This guy said his best friend was not very smart. He didn't do very well in school, and a lot of people considered him to be dumb. While him, on the other hand, was very smart. He was at the top of his class. Well, one day there was a test, and these 2 guys were in the same class. Surprisingly enough, his friend actually studied hard for this test, and he did not. So he decides to cheat off of his dumb friend. They turned their tests in and they were graded, but the teacher confronted them.
Yeah, so I called you up here because you 2 were the only ones in this entire class to get question 35 correct, and that was a very hard question that I put there on purpose. Now, Kyle, you're probably the smartest kid in this school, so that tells me that Greg must have copied off of your test. Is that true?
Yeah, Greg copied off me. I saw him. Greg tried to explain that no, it was him that got the question right, but nobody believed him. Greg got suspended for cheating, and the friendship that those 2 had was immediately ruined. Black markets kids ran in their schools, another follower submission. In middle school, there was this one teacher who had this thing, where if kids, hey miss, I don't have a pencil, can I borrow one?
Kyle, you know how this goes, my friend. You can buy one of my pencils for $1. You want to do that?
Yeah. Well, the dude that told me this story said that he thought that this was kind of bogus, and it gave him a great business idea. He went to the Dollar Tree and bought himself tons and tons of pencils, and brought them to school. He would have that cup of pencils on his desk, and another cup for payment, but he was gonna sell them for 50 cents instead of $1.
All right, class, take out your pencils and answer these questions on the board, please.
Hey, Jeff, got me? Yeah, bro, 50 cents. Here, thanks.
You are not allowed to sell anything in my class.
What are you gonna do about it?
I can send you to the principal's office.
Okay, and what if I tell the principal that you're also selling pencils to students that don't have one?
You know...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, and by the way, your pencils are overpriced. Okay. Okay. This kid is an absolute legend. When this kid was growing up, he had somehow grown a tail. Well, by the time he was in 6th grade, he had to get it surgically removed. The surgery was a success, but he had stitches where the tail had to be removed. He was given a doctor's note to bring to class, to let his teachers know that he was supposed to sit on a soft cushion, because stitches. Well, one of his teachers wasn't having it. Hey, no, you can't sit on that unless you have a cushion for everyone in this class. But sir, I have a doctor's note. I don't care. These chairs are way too hard. I have stitches. Listen, you rabbit's foot prick. You're gonna man up and sit down, okay? So what he did was, on purpose, he sat down on that stiff chair as hard as he possibly could. So hard that his stitches tore, and he started bleeding all over the place. Go to the principal's office right now. He was sent to the principal's office. When he got there, he told the principal what happened, and the principal was on his side. However, the worst part about this was the teacher didn't get in trouble at all. The craziest things kids did in school. The person that sent me the story said that when he was in high school, there was this English teacher that everyone hated. She always gave the hardest homework assignments ever. No one could ever find out the correct answers. She would also insult all of her students for being stupid every day. Well, they went to the principal to complain, but the principal never did anything about it. So, they took matters into their own hands. There was a girl in their class who had asthma. So he talked to her. Stacy.
Yeah?
I have a plan, okay? So you know how Mrs. Johnson sucks?
I hate her so freaking bad.
Tomorrow, I need you to purposefully leave your inhaler in your locker, okay? And if you have an asthma attack, just ask her if you can go get it.
Kyle, it's happening.
Ask her.
I forgot my inhaler in my locker. Can I go get it, please? No, you had plenty of time before class to remember your inhaler, so just deal with it for now, okay?
An ambulance had to be called and she was taken to the hospital. School and that girl's parents found out that that teacher refused to let her get her inhaler. They pressed charges, she was fired, and she went to jail. This guy was angry for years. We're gonna call him Patrick. Well, 29 years ago, when Patrick was in 3rd grade, he was sitting at a lunch table with some other kids. In the middle of lunch, Patrick pulls out a small bag of carrots. That's when another kid, let's call him Jimmy, looks at him and says, "Look everyone, Patrick's a carrot boy." And for some reason, that incident really stuck with him. Nobody ever brought it up again. All throughout high school and into adulthood, he built up this anger, this raging anger. And whenever he ate carrots, the memory would pop up. Carrot boy! Well, a year or two ago, as a full-grown adult, there's an impromptu high school reunion. He decided to go. He gets there, he has a few drinks, he eats some food, but that's when he notices Jimmy. That old anger welled up. That's when he saw a plate of carrots sitting out. He grabs the plate of carrots, he ran over to Jimmy, and... I guess I'm still carrot boy, huh? I'm still carrot boy? Bro, you good? What are you talking about? Carrot boy, remember you called me carrot boy and you were all laughing at me in 3rd grade? Guess I'm still carrot boy. I'm sorry? I mean, I don't know what to say. They had all forgotten about it. 7 of his old classmates unfriended him on Facebook, and Jimmy blocked him on everything. The weirdest compliments people received. This woman was stopped on the street by a stranger. Hey, excuse me. Yeah? I just wanted to say that I love your cheekbones. You look like an elf. Thank you. This person also got a weird compliment. Hey bro, this is Jack. Hey, what's up, man? Jack, nice to meet you. I'm Carl. Oh man, what? Let me see that. You have an awesome left ear. Thank you, man. That's really nice of you to say. This girl was on a date. Hi, Steven, right? Stacy, you look different than in your pictures. Well, I hope that's a good thing. Oh, no, it's good. You look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. But in a cute way, like a cute Gollum. And last but not least, have you ever been complimented by your dentist? Well, this dude has. Buddy, your oral cavity
is amazing to work with. There's so much space in here.
Oh, thank you. Listen up, because this story is awesome. A few years ago, when this woman was 16 years old, she had lost her left leg in an accident, and she's been using a prosthetic leg ever since. She's now about 22 years old. Well, her family was very well off, so the prosthetic leg she had was very advanced. She can pretty much do anything she wants with this prosthetic leg, but she has issues when it comes to anything regarding balance. So, in places like trains and buses, she needs to sit down. Well, one day she was riding a train. Yeah, miss, you need to move out of that seat right now. I need it, and you should not be sitting there. I'm sorry, but I actually need this seat myself. Lazy child, you are more than capable of standing. Yeah, miss, you gotta get up. She's an old lady. Yeah, you gotta get up. At that point, she had had enough, and pulled up her left pant leg. Well, why don't you both look at this? I don't have a leg. Yep, I'm out. The old woman's face got very red, and she was incredibly embarrassed. After that, she got off at the next stop. This is the weirdest kid ever. The person that shared this story said that there was a weird kid that went to their high school. It was a very big high school, more than 3,000 students. If anyone said anything to this kid that he didn't like, he would stare at you dead in the eyes and recite your address. Can you hurry up, Steven? I want to use the water fountain too. 4776. West Branch Avenue. Steven, no sleeping in class. 417 Billiards Lane. Hey, yo, Steven. Nice hat, idiot. Your parents are divorced, right? Yeah, why do you care? Your mom's house, 716 Burroughs Drive. Your dad's house, 524 Concrete Lane. No one knows how he got these addresses, but he knew everyone's. Kinda creepy, right? After high school, no one ever saw him or heard from him ever again. Is this product worth it? Alright guys, listen up. So I was skeptical about this at first. I don't have an Apple Watch. I don't want to spend the money on one. So I bought this. It's got all this good stuff on here. You can scroll through the different faces. Look at all the apps, the same as an Apple Watch. Now, I'm not saying that this is like better than the Apple Watch because it's probably not. But if you want a smartwatch and you don't want to pay all that money, this is legit. It's down here if you want to check it out. This is legit. At this person's high school, every single teacher and administrator at the school had the exact same desk. Well, a group of seniors wanted to pull a prank. It was a 9-person crew, and they broke into the school on the night of March 31st. Once they were in the school, they went into every single teacher and administrator's office or classroom. They removed the center drawer from all of the desks and replaced the drawers with another teacher's drawer. Keep in mind, there are 75 faculty members at this school. Once these kids were done with their prank, every single desk drawer had been swapped with another. Well, the next day was April 1st, and it was absolute chaos. Wait a minute, this is not my stuff. Why is my stuff different?
Oh, my allergies are acting up today. Good thing I keep an extra inhaler in my drawer. What is this? I don't even watch baseball.
Hey, Steven, you said you're a baseball fan, right? Check this out. Whose inhaler is this? Like I said, chaos. This kid got some petty revenge. This guy said it happened in 7th grade. He was in class and there was a test. Now this guy was very smart. He always studied and he did very well in school. Well, on this day, everyone had to grab a test off the desk to take back to their seats to complete. Now there was a kid in that class who had been copying his tests for a few months now, and this was the day he was gonna get payback. So when he went up to grab his test, he grabbed 2 of them. He sat down and he started filling in one of the tests with wrong answers. And just like he had guessed, the kid next to him started copying his work. Well, what the cheater didn't know was that that kid was also simultaneously putting the correct answers into the second test he got. The cheater then turned his test in first. Here you go, all finished. The kid then looked at the cheater and crumpled up the first test. What are you doing? That was the decoy test. This is my real test. Good luck failing this class, idiot. Miss, I'm done. Oh, God. He obviously failed the test, and nobody ever cheated off this kid ever again. Black markets kids ran in their schools. A follower sent me this in about her brother. When he was in 7th grade, him and his friends were working a garage sale for one of his friend's grandpas. When the garage sale was done, the grandpa said that they could take anything that was left over. Well, this dude picked a George Foreman grill. He would then use that grill every day to toast sandwiches at lunch. And then he started doing it for his friends. So he had an idea. He would charge people $1 to toast a normal sandwich. Business was booming. Until one day his dad got a call from the school office saying that he needs to come in immediately. When he got there, he saw his son sitting on a chair with the grill in his lap. The principal said that he could not be doing this anymore. Well, his dad challenged them. He asked them, where in the handbook does it say that students can't grill sandwiches at lunch? And they couldn't find it. So he was allowed to keep the grill at school. He made about $1,000. Until the next year, in the handbook, it said students can't toast sandwiches in a George Foreman grill. So instead, he bought a Hamilton Beach grill and used that instead. That kid's a legend. This person saw the craziest thing in a waiting room. This guy took his dad to a doctor's appointment at the hospital. His dad was taken to go get some x-rays. So while he was waiting, he went to the vending machine. That's when he heard some commotion. He turned around to see what was going on, and that's when he saw a moose standing in the waiting room staring at the receptionist. It's looking at me. It's looking at me. Security was called, and when they got there, they obviously did not know what to do. Everyone just stood around for about 10 to 15 minutes, until the moose decided to walk out of the building on its own. The girl that shared this story said that one Friday night in high school, she was chilling in her room when her boyfriend sent her a text. The text was him asking her to pick him up from his house. A little backstory here, her boyfriend was the quarterback of their football team. Anyway, she gets in her car and she drives there. When she gets to his house, not only did he walk out, but 4 of his best friends walked out as well, and they all got into her car. So where are we going? 4276 Mingle Lane. And step on it! Yeah, step on it! What's with his mask? Take the mask off, Carl! You look stupid! Go. So she drives to this address. When she pulled up, there was obviously a party going on there. Her boyfriend and his friends get out of the car and they rush inside. That house was the house of their high school's rival football team's quarterback. Her boyfriend and her friends ran in and beat the crap out of him. After they beat him up, they ran back to the car. Go, go! Skabadoopapanga! The boyfriend then snitched on everybody that was in the car, even his girlfriend. They all got arrested and they all had to go to court. This story's kind of messed up. This girl shared that her little sister is 11 years old and she's the golden child. Her parents love her little sister. They'll do anything for her. Every time it's her little sister's birthday, the parents go all out. But when it's her birthday, the parents tend to forget or claim that they don't have enough money to throw her any party. Well, this year she wanted to throw herself a party. So she babysat. She mowed lawns. She got money any way possible because she was gonna pay for her own party. Even got herself her own customized cake. It was the night before the party and everything was ready to go. She noticed that the cake she got for herself had a giant piece missing.
Dad? Why is there a piece missing from my cake?
Oh, your sister was crying about it. She wanted a slice, so I just cut her off a little piece. It's fine. Your friends won't notice.
My friends won't notice. Dad, what is your problem? I paid for everything. This is my birthday.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You paid for this entire party so you can do whatever you want. Don't be a brat. She canceled her birthday party. She didn't want to have her at her house anymore because she was so mad at her family. Her friends thought that that was stupid. They said that she should have just had it anyway. But she was just so mad at her parents and her little sister that she said she wouldn't even have been able to have a good time at her own party. Did this mom go too far? This woman shared that she has a 14-year-old son named Jack. And Jack is an incredibly picky eater. Like, very picky. This mom, her 14-year-old son Jack, and 2 of her other children were taken out of school on this particular day. They were driving 3 hours to visit a relative in the hospital. Well, about halfway through this 3-hour drive, the kids began to get hungry. So they pulled over and stopped at a Chick-fil-A. Now at this time there was a trend where people were putting mac and cheese onto the Chick-fil-A sandwich. Well, Jack said that that's what he wanted.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Yes.
Okay, because if you don't like it, I am not stopping again to get you more food.
Yes. And just like his mom expected. Oh, I hate that. It's disgusting. Mom, we have to go back. I did not like that.
I don't care, Jack. I warned you. We're gonna keep driving.
And no matter how hungry Jack got, the mom wouldn't stop. When they finally got back home that night, Jack ran inside crying to his dad. His dad was then mad at the mom, and it started a whole fight. I think that kid needs to grow up a little bit. He's 14 for Christ's sake. What do you think? This is a true story. This is the 3rd assembly I've had to call for this. I am done. So, let's back up. What was that assembly for? Well, the person that shared this story said that all throughout middle school, all 3 years, there was a kid that would tuck unwrapped Hostess zingers inside of every single toilet paper dispenser in the school, every single day. So every day, whoever was lucky enough to be the first person to use that toilet paper would have an unwrapped Hostess zinger fall into their hands. What the heck? Now, like I said, this was a mystery for 3 years, which now brings us to the assembly. I want to know right now, please, give yourself up. And finally, the kid did. He figured it was time to put this all to rest. It's been me the whole time. This first date ended so fast. This guy said that he was on Tinder, and he met this girl that he thought was pretty cute. They talked for a while, and they made plans to go out to dinner for their first date. Hey, Kayla. Hi. So nice to meet you in person. Hi, your table's ready. This way. They sat down, they got to talking. Somehow the conversation led to talking about their pets. This guy said, I have 2 cats, Felipe and Carol. They're adorable. Oh, that's so cute. I have a dog named Papa. Oh, I bet he's really cute. One thing though, I am incredibly allergic to cats. Oh no. And if things become serious between us, I'll just make you get rid of your cats. You'll make me get rid of my cats? Yeah. Pretty bold of you to say that to me on a first date. No, I bet your dog's ugly as hell too. And what kind of name is that, huh? Papa. Papa. This date is over. Hey Kyle, Don't talk to me. What's his problem? I don't know, he's been super mean recently. Hey, Chad. Kyle, what do you want, man? Oh, nothing. Just wanted to see your ugly face. Hey, listen, I'm sorry for bullying you all those years, but now you're being really mean to me. Payback's a bitch, huh? What are you gonna do to me, man? What am I gonna do to you? That's a good question. Whatever you do, just don't slap you? Oh, I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you so hard, even your pet will disown you. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, it makes perfect sense. You'll see. I'm home. Worst day ever. Mr. Whiskers, hi buddy. Hi. Don't. Carlos told me you got slapped today. How embarrassing. I am no longer your pet. I'm staying with Clarice. Come back.
যাই শোনো, আমি একটা জিনিস ভাবতেছিলাম।
কি বলো তো?
সেটা হচ্ছে যে আই থিংক উই ক্যান বি আ ভেরি গুড পেন। জীবনে তো কোনো হাফ ডান প্র্যাঙ্কের ইতিহাস নেই। আজকে এটারে ফুল ডান করে ছাড়বো ভাই। ওকে। I should go now. I should go now. No, he just go now. ঠিক আছে।
এপ্রিল ফুল। আজকে 1 এপ্রিল। তুমি সবাইকে বোকা বানাও, আমরা আজকে তোমাকে বোকা বানিয়েছি।
নেন, মানব কল্যাণে ম্যাক্স আগে আসবে, এটাই তো স্বাভাবিক।
হ্যালো, আরে ঠিকানা তো খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না, আপনি কোন ঠিকানা দিছেন?
খারাপ হবে না, তাছাড়া তুমি তো দেখতে শুনতে ভালোই সুন্দরী। একটা সুন্দরী মেয়ে যদি টিমের সাথে থাকে, খারাপ কি? I'd love to, no worries.
শেষ।
মাই ফোন আমার কষ্ট করে কেনা ফোন।
শাট আপ, একটা কথা আর বলবি না।
কি সমস্যা? কি সমস্যা তোমাদের?
তুমি নাকি আমার ফোন ভেঙে ফেলছো?
ফোনটা তো আনাই হইছে, খুঁজে না এখন।
দেখেন, আপনারা যে আমাকে থানা নিচ্ছেন, আপনাদের থানাও কিন্তু আমার ফ্যান ফলোয়াররা ঘেরাও করে ফেলবে। হোসেন ভাই, ম্যান, আপনারা একটু পর আমার সাথে সেলফি তুলতে চান, তখন আমি তুলবো না।
থানা নিয়ে যান, থানা নিয়ে যান। শোন, ওই যে ও দেখ শুয়ে আছে ও। আজকে ব্যাটার 3 নাম্বার গাছটা তার পেছনে গিয়ে তুই কিন্তু দাঁড়াবে, ঠিক আছে? ঠিক আছে। আজকে ব্যাটার খবর আছে।
আরো নেক্সট লেভেল। হাউ?
আমার মাথায় একটা আইডিয়া এসেছে। ওই কন্টেন্ট যদি তুমি বানাতে পারো, একদম হিট, ভাইরাল হয়ে যাবে একদম।
তুই এটা করতে পারলি?
কেন মা, ও কি কম ফুটফুটে? পুরো ব্ল্যাক ডায়মন্ড, দেখো মা।
আমার না মাথা ঘুরতেছে।
তাই তো কেন ফোন যায় না? তোমার নাম্বারটা তাড়াতাড়ি করে বলো।
ঘন্টার পর তো গার্লফ্রেন্ডের লেগে ওয়েট করতে পারো, আর বন্ধুর লেগে 2 মিনিট ওয়েট করতে পারবা না? ও এখন আমার দোষ, তাইলে তো বন্ধু রিত লেগে গেল। আরে বেটা, এত লাফাইস না, যেরকম শুনতেছি পরীর মতো এরকম করলে তো বেটা
বাদ দে, কালকে যাত্রা দেখা হবে।
ঠিক আছে মামা। ঠিক আছে মামা, ঠিক মতো যা। শালা পারলাম না রে।
আরে তোর তো হাওয়াটা একটু হয়ে গেল। তুলি, তুই তো সুন্দর নাম। আচ্ছা শুন, আমি জিসান, আই লাভ ইউ।
আপনাদের তো চিনলাম না। আমার বড় বোনের যে দেবরগুলো আছেন তো সবাইকেই চিনি, বাট আপনাদেরকে তো চিনি না।
যাইতে দে, আর আমার খালা লাগে। কোথায় বলবা? ভালোবাসা যে এত প্যারা, এত কষ্ট, এত জ্বালা যন্ত্রণা, জানলে ভালোই বাসতাম। জিসান আর তুলির ভালোবাসার ইতিহাস তাই রক্ত লাগবে।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম দুলা ভাই।
আরে শালা, ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। কি খবর, কেমন আছো? বান্ধবীও তো যায় না, এতবার ফোন দিলাম ফোনও ধরতেছে না। তুমি একটা ফোন দাও তো, ফোন বের করো।
কি বলেন দুলা ভাই, ও যায় নাই? কথা হইছে, ভাইয়া বলছে যে ভাইয়া আমাদের কোচিং এর সামনে আর আসবে না, আর তোকে ডিস্টার্বও করবে না।
জানো না
কারণ না,
আমি 1/3 গুনমু।
না বাবা, প্রেম হইলেই হবে, প্রেম হইলে এমনি ডিস্টেন্স হবে বাবা, আমার খালি ওরে দরকার।
কি হয়েছে বলতো? আর বলিস না, তোরে যে বুকিং দিচ্ছে সে তো এখন আমার পিছনে লাগছে।
দিশান, আমার দরজা লাগিয়ে দিতে। আমার দরজা লাগিয়ে দিতে। কই যায়? কই যা?
আমরা তো বিয়েই দিয়ে দিবে বাসা থেকে।
মাম্মা, লাভ স্টোরি তো শুরু করে দিলা। ভালো ভালো ভালো। মালটারে কি পড়ানো যায়?
তুমি একটা কাম কর, আজকে থেকে আমি তোমার, তুমি আমার, ব্যাস ডিসিশন ফাইনাল, বুকিং দিয়ে রাখলাম। ঠিক আছে? কি খবর তোমাদের, কেমন আছো তোমরা সবাই? ভালো তো না? তুমি জানো তোমার কালকে তো কতবার কল দিচ্ছি।
হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
কি রে? এদার তুইন মানা করতেছি। কিছু না কিছু। আগে আপনি জানেন আমি একবার অসুস্থ হয়ে গেছিলাম, ও আমাকে রক্ত দেয়নি, আর আজকে আপনাকে রক্ত দিয়ে চিঠি লিখছে।